Micah Parsons has brutal message for Joe Biden. He says, "We still not voting for you," and this is on the heels of Brittany Griner being released. He's not falling for the bull crap. A lot more athletes are speaking out and speaking up against these leftists who think we're stupid by playing these dumb political games. We're all happy that she's getting released. We know that she was over prosecuted, but thank goodness people are aware of the dumb political games that they're playing. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. And there's also a link to my Instagram. All right, let's talk about this news. Early Thursday morning, United States President Joe Biden announced something fantastic, revealing that WNBA superstar Brittany Griner, who had been in prison in Russia for over 10 months, has been released as part of a prisoner swap and is returning home to the United States. And the prisoner swap is this arms dealer. I don't think it really was a fair swap to be. I'm swapping out this arms dealer, but I guess that's the best Biden can do. He's not really a deal maker person like Trump was. Because we know that he's bought and paid for. Biden is bought and paid for anyway. But I digress. But even though it's a massive update from Biden, it wasn't enough to win everyone's support, including Dallas Cowboys linebacker Michael Parsons. Following the news of the release of Brittany Griner, Micah Parsons took to Twitter to give some blunt thoughts to Joe Biden, revealing that even though he did successfully negotiate Griner's freedom, he still has no plans to vote for him in the next presidential election. Again, it wasn't a fair swap, to be honest with you. A NBA player, WNBA player, for a war criminal. I don't. That's not really a fair swap. But again, I'm not saying that I'm not happy that she's coming home. Good for her. But he says, "quote We still not voting for you," Parsons said in a tweet replying to Biden's tweet announcing Griner's return. And in a few moments later, Parsons also expressed disappointment that the United States secured the release of Brittany Griner, but left former United States Marine Paul Whelan in prison in Russia. He said, "Wait, nah, we left a Marine? Hell nah," Parsons said in the tweet. And I'm glad he's speaking out because, I was always taught we never leave a man behind. But of course, in the Biden administration, if you're a Marine and you over there in Russia, you get left behind. So he got left behind. I think it would have been a fair swap if he would have got added to the Griner thing. But of course, again, like I said, I don't even think Biden have his full capacity. Anyway. So how can he even make these deals? But anyway, Parsons clarified his statement with the follow-up tweet. He said, "My last tweet was no shot at Brittany Griner. I'm super happy she's back home as she should be," and that's my sentiment exactly. I'm not saying that she need to be locked up for something as simple as marijuana like that. We know that she was overly charged, overly prosecuted because of the tension that's going on with the United States and Russia. So we get that. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying that we're not happy that she's home, but the swap wasn't really fair. We should have been able to throw the Marine up in there as well. But he goes on to say, "I just have family who have served, and it's crazy to me the president wouldn't bring him home too. I'm the furthest thing from a Trump supporter, but I'm not a fan of Biden either," Parsons said in the tweet. I don't know why they have to throw these things out there. You have to clarify these things. I'm not a Trump supporter, so don't throw me in that bag. Don't throw me in that bin. But I don't like Biden either. I mean, why do you have to clarify that? Why do you have to make that statement? But because he knows he's gonna get hit from the leftists and all that other stuff. But I digress again. He goes on to say, though it is disappointing that Whelan Waylon was not released along with Griner, his family revealed that they are okay with the decision and are happy for Griner, saying, quote, there is no greater success than for a wrongful detainee to be freed and for them to go home. So good on the family, but I'm sure they really wish their loved one was home as well. Ain't no telling when Waylon's going to get home or get released. I don't even think Biden really cares. I think from a political standpoint, it he really don't care because he didn't. They were attacking him from the whole Griner thing. Oh, you leave this woman out there, and she's a black woman, LGBTQ, all this other stuff. So out of obligation to that, I think is why he negotiated her and left the Marine because it's not much. You don't really see the outrage and stuff that you see from the Marine being over there for. He went over there for way longer than way longer than what Brittany Griner was over there for. So, but let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out themarkrepublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.